Vi top. Okay, I was sure it was a Vi. The hell is this? So this is something that was nabbed by Velia. That's partly why we're seeing Yukino over here, but he's actually quite low. Piero's not coming on up. And actually, Velia's trading that when he just loses it. He just loses it, goes to the 1v1, gives over first blood, and Velia tries to contest regardless, partly because Yukino is also really low. It is a straight flip, to be fair. Doesn't win the smite fight. Level 3 versus level 2. Has the healing as well. Can now look for the dive bot side. Baus flashes away, buying some time. Reckless isn't there. He's gone top side. Piero survives. And a second kill comes across. That's 2-0 now from the Jarvan. And he's still got a quadrant to clear. Yeah, Jarvan's likely going for a Profane Hydra build here. Does allow for things like Edge of Night, potentially, which could be quite nice into the Vi, especially if she's not going to be running Smite with this build, so can't just take off spell shields for free. Early Dragon secured by KCB. Not going to lead to all that much. I'm not really sure. I don't think you want this value. There's too many members here from KCB. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. But it's a very good early game from Karmine Core Blue. This is explosive, even for this kind of early game. The 2 kills early, and putting Velia behind as well has often been the glue that's holding Lost Ratones together over these last few series, I think is a very valuable target. Because I don't think Lost Ratones do a fantastic job of protecting Velia. And he will contest things. So if he is being invaded, he'll take the flip, and when it goes wrong, it looks like he did around that red buff. I tuned in, LR better not start winning now. Ah, yes. One of our resident LR hate watchers. Nemesis flashes away. Spiraling Despair goes wide. Turnaround comes on through. Cataclysm, flash out. Traps a couple people in the pit. Failure taken low, but not down. Magical Journey kind of goes the wrong way. Oh, that's awkward, Lost Ratones. Oh, dear. Baus comes on through, turns up, immediately gets feared by the Grim Visage. Severing Bolt has to flash away from the dredge line. That's... See you in here. LR trying to imitate Fnatic. Please, no. Oh, Bowsy's so dead. Yep. Nice pickup. Exit gets that one. This is looking very good for KC. A rename after leaving LEC. I can get that one too. I don't think it's the worst ever, but I grant you XP. Baus is most... you know, the one most, like, with the predilection for this to happen to most. Has these predilections. A lot of free kills are given up early. That's going to be, yeah, very easily done. But the Lost Ratones don't really get the concept of weak side. They're a very greedy set of members in terms of resource acquisition. Nice from Piero. Good escape. And as a result, you will see Lost Ratones give up a lot of free kills early. They won't respect the proactive defensive rotations, the like of proactive rotations. And Nemesis does it better than some, to be fair. Early lane states, well, I actually think Crowny and Reckless over this tournament have not actually been a particularly had some very good team fights, but I have had concerns about the early game from them. I think Crowny and Veli have very different styles to win a game when comms are quite different. Teammates will autopilot some plays. Agreed. You can hear it in comms as well. I actually think that the early game decisions in comms can be uniquely... I'm saying every player does that. There's not a lot of sacrifice in the early game that Lost Returns really wants to do. Xander get as much of a lead, it can lead to be a one-man army. I think against... I'm not even joking, started 2-0. And so went, okay, I wanna double down on the fact I got very, very ahead early. So he literally 2 kills in first clear. I actually don't think this build is that bad, Harold. I really don't. Not in this game. You've already got 2 frontliners. And in this game, there's a very real world where you go in as Jarvan and get blasted anyway because of, look at the comp. It's bloody burst Vi top. You will die. You will die. Thank you, by the way, Sleepy Sand, for the subscription. You keep with the hype train. I mean, it will be lights out. Oh, boy. Great emotes, Big. Big D78. I mean, good grief. Flag and drag. Oh, no. Yeah, that's nasty. I think Yukino at this point either goes Edge of Night or GA. And just runs off that. Because you go in as the Jarvan, and you go as something Sky build, and you look at the enemy team, and you realize, oh shit, the moment I go in, I'm going to get CC'd by everyone and counter dive for obscene amounts of damage. Main to just blasted him, and they've TP'd him bot side. This is going to be a tier 2. They could even think about going for the Atakan here. Drafts, basically, because so there's a very real world where you go in as a normal Jarvan and die anyway. At least this way, if you die, you sell your life for an obscene amount of damage. And you've got tanks in the way anyway. You're already ahead of the curve, so you can afford to get vision control. Scary. That's pretty scary. Find him, mate. What do we get? Okay, here we go. All out, flash away from Bows, depth charge, crushing, more, spiraling despair. That Tempered Fate is good. Bows gets a good shield, but dies to the Severing Bolt regardless. Over the wall goes Yukino. May end up dying. Does. That's not bad. 1 for 1 of the junglers down. Really good stuff from Reckless there. Really good stuff from Reckless. And in fairness, that's the squishy Jarvan causing you to die. You don't... Oh my god, hang on the damage back. I don't know about this one, Lost Ratones. Call of the pack, W back, badly timed from Veli, he's dead, Nemesis is going to die afterwards, Slowq goes golden. I appreciate them trying to take the advantage they could get, because that looked doable for a second or two, but Mainta just shuts the door. Velia gets dragged out, and that's very well-timed Pathmaker from Mainta, so even with the call of the pack, Velia still goes down. Yeah. That's fair. So, like, I don't mind a little bit of discussion, but let's keep it civil, if you don't mind. And disagreements and having issues is not a problem. I wanted to, but the show I was on, Karu, was shut down, basically. The broadcast was on the last year, wasn't on this year, and they couldn't find a space for me, so bit of a shame. To be fair, okay, guys, probably what we'll do, here's where we're at in the game. Part of the reason we're having these broader conversations, by the way, guys, is because, not to put too fine a point on it, this game is all but over. Infernal Soul, Atakan, massive, massive, massive gold lead. 3 items completed. LR are done. LR are done here. It's likely doomed. It's likely doomed. They would have to pull off a miracle comeback and probably a massive overstep from the likes of Yukino and Exa at the same time? And even then, I just don't know. Yeah, I think it's over. Not a particularly auspicious start for Lost Ratones. I guess from the score, it was fairly one-sided. It was indeed. Ha! Get subbed! That's the one. Counter-Strike. Not Counter-Strike. Cataclysm comes on down. Nexus falls. Karmine Core Blue. So they've gone for the Alistair, who can theoretically shrug off the burst and the anti-dank, or the anti-dive CC. And last game was decided effectively off a very aggressive re-invade from Yukino, punishing the, or counter-invade from Yukino after the Raptor steal came on through. Can mods get auto-modded? I actually don't know. Possibly. Sam the Voidwalker, I know. Crowny's not having fun. Flash stun, first blood. Oh dear, they were trying to help get shoved there, weren't they? Oh dear, this is looking dire for Lost Ratones. It's only, again, it's only first kill, but that is... Well, people like the Aatrox can clean up, because there's actually still quite a lot of people who can carry in an extended fight. Fight over the dragon, Value steps on forward, clones away. Yukino can look to come on forward, he's got control of the banana bush. Weaver's wall, that should just be a smite fight, and it's won by Yukino. Value has to flash out, in comes Nemesis with the ult. Oh no! Oh no! This is awful for Lost Ratones. Gets a taunt, won't matter. Can it for anyone else? Slowq might flash here. Slowq's gonna flash. There you go, seismic shove. Gets it onto Velia. Oh, very nice. And the double pulverize afterwards. Headbutt back on Crowny. Oh, good God. That is about as disastrous as it gets. That ult from Nemesis did nothing. And then but that is now a, what, 15, nearly 20 CS lead bot. 3-kill lead mid. Yukino's involved with a hell of a lot. He's up as well. They're going to get grubbed. They've got the early dragon. Yeesh. Okay, don't get me wrong. Lost Ratones are known for having some bad early games, but we've already seen that KCB are a good enough. Baby, no Euros. It's basically, if you check in the... I've basically got a little plug-in that allows you can buy Pokeballs and fight people. Poke battle and stuff. It's good fun. Have I played Hades 2? I've got it downloaded. I've yet to play it. I've just not had time. I think with world schedule in particular and co-streaming that, it's been a lot. Anyway, quick check-in on the game state. Oh, Nemesis. He's going to be just about okay, but he's going to have to flash. Oh, boy. That is going to cost an invade at the very least. I think that's going to force value out of his jungle. Look at Yukino. He's just jumped on his talents, which I think is very unreasonable. KCB stomping, they have been so far. Is it worth going to a Pokemon Center? If you are a Pokemon fan, I think they're really cool. They often do some really cool events. Oh, Piero! Oh, very nice. Don't have the same strength in the early game, and it has been problematic here. It's led to a very big lead for Slowq. It's a very big lead for Yukino. The Kite is up 2,000 gold as well. Of course, as we said, team comp-wise, Lost Ratones do have some answers here. It can get very tricky. Okay, not the best taunt, but it might be enough. Piero holds some time. Yukino flashing out. He's in dead. That's actually really good from Nemesis. Herald's been started, but not taken. Velia has to go to the other end, but he's now in the enemy jungle. Mainty could look for him. He needs to get out of here. Can he get interrupted? He will. He's going to get interrupted. Found. Velia, I think, is getting traded. That's unfortunate. Oh, not the best escape path. I get where he tried to back where he did. It doesn't happen. Mainty gets him. So that ends up being a lot of... Hang on, that's 4 ults from Lost Ratones to only trade jungler for jungler. At least Baus wasn't there and might actually get first turret. No, he's not, because Loki's going to get it topside. Damn, at least they trade turrets, but they only get the one. That's feats of strength over to KCB at this point. I mean, it was already there because they had the objectives early with the Grubs and the Dragon. X is going to get mid-turret as well. Yeesh. Rough. It'd have to be a very good Baus ult. Nemesis is going to try and shove topside. He's got teleport, but I think this is going to be very tricky. Already, Mainty just runs at Baus, gets the W off him. There's a Dragon down. Yeah, they have to back away. Nemesis at least gets free time topside. That's the trade here. Which is, you know, all right. And if KCB do that, there's no way back for Lost Ratones. Getting this bot side tier 1 will be nice because it helps set that up. In comes the Weaver's Wall, Keeper's Verdict. Is not going to be required because it's already down on cooldown. So X just gets to ult in with the Killer Instinct and get the kill. Held into tier 2. There is no Poppy. I mean, Lost Ratones, it's limpid. Actually, that's not the best option. Limp. Let's go with limp. People have limpid eyes. Clear pools. The wrong choice. Tepid would have been better. I went for the wrong word. Oh, no. Attack the global. Attack the global. Phase rush. There's a flash on... There's no flash on Yukino, but I think he's just fast. He's a Pantheon. He's a Pantheon. He's so quick. Could get taunted here. Seismic Shove is dodged away from. Braum is here. Out comes the heal. But Atakan has spawned topside, and Nemesis has to reset. The start of the tower because there's more space. And Nemesis went, yeah, I know you're going to do that, and I'll walk the other way. But because Braum was there... Yukino didn't want to actually W forwards with the shield vault, so... The globals and pressure is way too effective. This is what happens with globals when you get to effectively attack side lanes with lane priority and vision control. Because Lelar have to try and get some cross maps down, or the cross mapper is always under threat. Particularly the Galio, actually, who hasn't been jumped on that much yet, but that's a tier 2 bot side down. You've already gotten it. Bot side, sorry, so that's the mid one down. That's a big one. I mean, this is tough. And then they get to contest right back towards Atakan. Okay, is it the Intercon? Where's Velia? Can he get in? It's a Wukong, hard to keep out. Piero tried his best to stop that one. Velia tried, couldn't get in range. Not quite in time. Could maybe look for the fight after. Piero will immediately ult. It's a good Glacial Fissure, but over goes Yukino. Gets a good stun onto Velia. Keeper's Verdict is good. Piero will likely die. But Exa in the backside blows up Velia. That's the jungler dead. And Mainty's jumping across everyone. He just murdered 2. Nemesis falls as well. Exa flashes into the pit to buy some time for everyone else to come on over. In comes Mainty, who still had the flash. They might kill Exa, but Crownie will surely die. And does. Reckless. The last man standing is not enough to change it. It's an ace for 2. And the Atakan And this Dragon blasted. It resets Mainta's ult. Exa chooses his way out really well because he says, actually, I'm not going to run away enough away from you. So what I'll do is I'll curl around this corner and give Mainta the flash angle into the backline. And that means the other two fall in trade for Exa's life, which is more than worth it. Dragon now spawns. Everyone's back alive. No one's actually started it. But Velio and Nemesis have come out of this replay already at half. Good taunt! That's a kill on Piero. That's good. But potentially now Lost Ratones could play the 4v5. Oh, comes Exa, who wasn't here to begin with. Velio left very low. In comes the W, the clone away with the Warrior Trickster. Crowley got blasted by the Comet Spear. And the Aegis Assault, though. Now Nemesis needs to run away with a bit of phase, but Exa immediately ults in the backside. And the W is late from the Baus, who will now die as well. Reckless puts up the door, but Velio's running to the wave to try and keep that alive. But it's pitiful looking at this point. A Warrior Trickster over the wall, but there's the far side alteration. They want that jungler. Or at the very least, they want to keep him honest and away from the Dragon. Solve for Karmine Core Blue. And a very real world of a 2-0 start to the series for KCB versus the defending champs of LR. The golden path is suddenly looking very narrow. That sucks so much. It does. Are there any other games after this? No, not today. There will be tomorrow. There will be tomorrow. Maybe I stream something after this, but I think probably not. Golden Rat chance of getting a little low. They are. They are. You sound like Vedius. We have very similar accents. Nymera, my brother, does to Vedius. Like, Alex sometimes confuses his voice with Vedi. Like, he would confuse his own voice with Vedi sometimes. That's a big one. X was in an LEC team already. He was indeed, and also on SK. He was quite good at LEC level. Almost a perfect game. Yeah, I mean, he did a very good job here. Few kills aside, it's been very, very clean. I think Baus gets a shove on X, so that means absolutely jack all. Eats a Cathian Rain. A non-native English speaker or not a person from the UK? Mostly a non-native English speaker, though I've definitely known some Americans to get confused by the accent too. Though not as much. Over we go. Damage comes on down. But yeah, put it this way. My mum sometimes confuses Vedi and Nymera, which is very funny. when our own mother can't differentiate between Nymera and Vedius sometimes, it's you know, there's quite a similarity in voice. Kate's been so surgical this lane. Very, very, very much fun. Very, very much so. Well, I didn't know you and Nymera were brothers. Yeah. In fact, he's in the other room. KCB, look, to end this game out, absolute demolition again. And actually, is a composition that theoretically Lost Ratones had some ways to play into. They had a lot of anti-dive that meant jack fucking all. Big deal. But so there's a widget inside, like, the About Me section of Twitch. Zig's also really good for towers. I would have agreed. Oh, flash. Nice. Flash auto gets it with a passive. Well done from Yukino. And gets out of range of the turret shot. Very good from Yukino. 60% win rate. Played a lot of games. Played it a day ago. It's very strong if you're good. Velya's going to jump over. Nice from Velya. Oh, the shadow away. Grassblade. Gets the terror shape. Good combo. Cost Velya the flash, but that's... I had a thought. Imagine when LR lose before opening the stream and they're down 0-2 XDD. I mean, yeah. Baus is about to get ulted. Did he ult? No, he didn't. He's going to get over the wall, though. Nice pocket pistol, Baus. Yukino's coming. Oh, that's going to be a kill onto the carry jungler. Yeah. Oh, whoops. That's the one. I realized I misspelled. Yeah, they're basically top lanes have been fighting the entire time. Yukino's getting that kill is really annoying. It's not a bad shove. Got ult again. Oh, Magnet Storm. Oh, good flash. Oh, they missed. Good flash from Nemesis required. Good. Yeah, that's really nice. That's too many ults down. You might be able to get someone on the retreat. Piero just crashed down overwards. Did he have a smite? It would be sooner if they could do the reverse sweep. I mean, maybe. They're only 1,500 gold behind. This is the least crazy early game. Oh, boy. Dead. Nice. So the ZV-RE matchup. And Nemesis play this lot. That's interesting. Mainton needs to be a bit careful. There's a charge angle for Baus. Okay, won't do it. He missed his Unburrow. Look at turret shot. I think Baus could all in this. I missed his bear trap on the right. Okay, fine. Oh, I didn't get it! No! Okay, top side. That's Baus going down. Nice. And Slowky gets the kill. 2 kills. But now it's going to disappear. Exa might die to Velia. He's going to all in him there. Yeah, I think Velia going to flash ulted there. They won't. Okay. I'm doing well, Cynical. Good to see you. How's life? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the community. Come say hello. Crowny. I think he's going to get... Oh, he's not going to get ulted. But Mainta's gone Sunfire Cape as well. In fairness, you are into triple AD. Everyone but the Ahri is ADR. Baus going to eat so much damage. Oh, boy. Look, Zed, who gets to play the 2v1s, the 1v2 is pretty good. Velia's going to find him here. Could potentially look to all... He's going to Supreme Display a talent, but doesn't actually get the ult. And now Velia's dead. Velia's dead. Double Shuriken. Did that go wide off Z access issues? Deadly Flourish. Goodbye. Kill picked up by Exa. They wanted to know that one over. That's rough. That's rough. Oh, I need to choose one. We can do that. Can I do that off my phone? I don't know if I can, actually. Good charm. Nemesis has got Reckless coming on down, so Maintain doesn't actually want this all in. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Oh, no! Good ult away. Unburrow. Oh, they missed the charm! And the bailout was late! That's a tilter. Where was the bailout? Was it just there? Was it already used? Bloody hell, son. Avelia. Yukino doesn't land the shurikens but forces the flash. Look, Zedfi, Kiana, we're seeing how much more comfortable Yukino is in these kind of matchups, right? I don't think it's Velia's fault, right? We're looking at massive lane priority everywhere. No, we've not... Ult. Not with what my ult? Just auto the turret. Baus. In some danger, they might be able to ult. Oh, interrupts Maintain vaguely. Not enough. Not enough. Yeah, just had a second tunnel. Look at Velia. These just not... That's not the position of someone who's having fun. Okay, might get him here. That could be big. Ults away to buy some time. Goes over the wall. TPing out. TPing out. And all the while, look at the other side. That's a dragon being picked up. At least it's not Soul Point this time, because LR did get one of the dragons. Like, exactly. Dickerish, I actually agree. If River has to go do military service, and, you know, God bless, I've been casting River since he was in LGL in 2020. Back when he once used to be known as Baby, as a replacement for River. I'm going to miss River. I am too. I have loved that player for 5 odd years. I'm so glad to see him finally getting some success. So there used to be sister teams in the LCK, right? You had Samsung White, Samsung Blue, Azubu Frost, Azubu Blaze, SKT T1S, SKT T1 and K. Like we've had... Ooh, Flash. Crowny. Crowny. Oh, God, he's gone. Get Deathmark, nerd. I mean, what do you do as a Sivir there? Impamata, exactly. Dade versus Pawn. They switched Dade over to try and change the teams. They found incredible success. So it's been done before, but that got dropped when OGN stop being the main runner of LCK. The rules changed, basically. Well, that's not bad. But they just don't have damage. They just don't have damage. Faust doesn't quite die. Got bailed out. Doesn't really make a difference. Nemesis comes over the wall. Looks at the charm. Flash away from slow Q. Not bad. Don't know. So, lots of different quite good at that through the powers of Piero and Yukino snowballing. And yeah, your Zed has snowball. But you know, I can get behind it. I know, genuinely be saying that. The Zed has done what it's supposed to do. It's not Team 4. It has skirmished. It has 1v1'd. It has had all the follow-up in the world. And this looks so much more dangerous. There we go. Immediate kill onto the Ahri. 1 bit of CC lands. Everybody pounces. You're dead. Didn't even need a death mark. Main to flash it away. This is over. It's 3-0 for KCB. The Rats have finally been led by the Piper into the river. They are drowning, folks. A supreme display of talent that hits nothing. The only thing on display... Well, I'm not sure you call it talent right now, as harsh as that is to say. Out comes the Void Rush and main to eat another alive. The Land Sharks are circling. The Jaws theme is rolling. And the horror show continues for Lost Ratones, who have finally run into the juggernaut of the LFL and been unable to beat them. Lost Ratones against the LFL, and the LFL, at least their first seed, likes those odds. The Rats finally stymied. The plague put to rest. The Golden Rat ends in silverware. But only twice this year. And the dream